Good afternoon. This is Shera Inspires again. Today is the 18th day of May. The year is 2020. Let us go straight to our part two of the incest talk. So, incest is a taboo. It's illegal to many African families, including my country, Kenya. And there has been a rise, especially during this COVID time, because of the lockdown. So most family members are indoors. Now, how can we avoid it? There are some who, unfortunately, it has been happening and they're realizing that it has been going on. So, this may be useful for those who will now be bringing up children and they need to take advantage of the fact that there's a lockdown and they start educating them. First and foremost, how to avoid it is avoid changing the baby, especially a girl. You change the diaper where her younger brothers or can be able to see her private part, or even I know that we have become westernized whereby even our husbands are changing our children the diapers. But if you can avoid it, do not let your husband really change your child's diaper unless really very necessary, especially if it's a girl. In addition to that, let us avoid this touch whereby we have daughters who are very young and they are growing up. So, for example, past pre-unit, your daughter, depending on the body type, also should not continue hugging daddy until they are in secondary school. Some of them are in class 8 and everywhere, their bodies are really well grown. It can be embarrassing because the father will feel the warmth of this child and feels a woman holding a woman, which I think is not right. Let's avoid having our children pecking people. Oh, kiss auntie, kiss uncle. It's not a very good thing. And also, let's talk about it. You can be able to talk to children and use songs and dance so that they can be able to know their private parts. In addition to that, we also need to educate our children that if somebody has been sexually assaulted, be it incest, they should not be able to say ati alinifanya tabia mbaya. That does not get anywhere. You should be able to say the actual act, which is not easy, that this person actually did remove my clothes and actually the penetration took place. I know it's not easy for most of you listening to this. Some of you may have been through incest when you were younger and you didn't know about it until now, I'm saying. And some of you are really thinking, goodness, why is she talking about it? She's bringing out what happened to me as a child. I'm not sure what could have happened to you, but do not let it happen again to your children, anyone close to you. It can be your nephews, it can be your nieces. You could be a grandparent and it could be your grandchild. Anybody can be involved in incest, and we want to put a stop to it, and we want to create awareness that it happens and it shouldn't. Let us just stick to our African cultures and let us be dictated and controlled by them. And of course, also as a Christian, I'm speaking from a Christian perspective. Anyway, to all my fans and those listening to me, let me hear from you, your views and how you're handling the incest in your area. Let me hear your comments. Let me hear your positive and negatives about this talk. Not a problem. I am an easy person. I accept because I know negativity and positivity both. It builds us. Thank you once again and asanteni.